Yo, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, man? We back at it, man. I know last night I went live and I had some little audio issues, man. So I wanted to run this recap back from last night. And it actually gave me a little bit more time to analyze a little bit more shit after the fight and be able to have a better a better recap show for you guys today. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely about to cook up today, man, on a recap from last night's lackluster Fatal Fury in Times Square event last night, man. It was lackluster, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was not as advertised last night. So, I'm gonna do something real quick. And we got more fights tonight with Canelo versus William Skull tonight as well. Man, so it's a crazy. I said last night. I'm up here get weak about last night because I'm like, damn, this shit was just not as advertised last night. Just not as advertised last night. Feel like YouTube ain't pushing my vid in the algorithm or something today. It's kind of weird, but we gonna cook up regardless. Hold on, let me do something. Let me do something real quick. How's your boy? All right, so let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man. We back at it. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing talk, man. CamJNetwork, man. And let's get with it, bro. Let's go ahead and get with it. Start with the first fight, you feel me, from last night. I'm not going to talk about the prelim fights because the prelim fights isn't beneficial to talk about, in my opinion, 100% for real. But it is what it is, though. Hold on one second. But Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barbosa, man, just to start off with and talk about it, you know what I'm saying, off the bat. Teofimo versus Arnold Barbosa. This fight was an okay fight. It was okay. Um, Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo Lopez dominated the fight last night, bro. Like he dominated the fight. He looked sharp. He looked sharp. On a Barbosa, he did catch him with some shots early in the fight, which is I got the punch stats. Let me go ahead and read some of these punch stats. So it was a Teofimo Lopez right here. So um, this final punch stat report on Teofimo, he landed um 127 total punches, and Arnold Barbosa landed 71 punches. So Teofimo was 22.1% in total punches, and Arnold Barbosa was 16.7% in total punches last night. And the jab department, Tiafimo um, landed more jabs with 54 compared to Barbosa's 38, even though Barbosa had a better, he was more accurate in the jab department than Tiafimo was last night. And then you got in the power punches department, Tiafimo landed 73 power punches, Barbosa 33. Tiafimo 36.9% last night on power punches on a Barbosa, and on a Barbosa 17.6% last night. And you just kind of look at the output from just the rounds. Um, you know, Barbosa had decent output in this fight. I mean, he threw 426 punches. It wasn't enough to win, though. Like, it wasn't enough. Like, you see on our Barbosa's, like, his punch rate was just the same. You know what I'm saying? It was just the same. Tiafimo, he did hit Tiafimo with some clean shots, in moments of the fight. But Tiafimo, um, he fought how I expected him to fight, fighting on the outside, mixing it up on the inside, um, just styling on a Barbosa, man. And he, set, great traps up. Tiafimo's footwork was on point. It looked like Tiafimo Lopez corner, senior had him together in the corner last night. So that was definitely well to see. See that those two guys was on point together last night in the corner. Like the Lopez corner was on point last night, man. So you can't do nothing but love to Teofimo Lopez. They put on, in my opinion, the performance of the night. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. Teofimo was sharp last night. You know what I'm saying, and I said that I felt Teofimo should beat Honor Barbosa. I mean, if you look back and see the Honor Barbosa fight that he had with Sean McComb, and I mentioned that on the live the other day. Sean McComb won that fight. He won that fight, but they gave Honor Barbosa the decision. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted Honor Barbosa to move on and fight the other 140-pound contenders. You know what I mean? And which happened where Honor Barbosa he beat Jose Ramirez last year, and then he beat Jack Catterall this year in February, where Honor Barbosa's coming in this fight where he's active. You know what I'm saying? He's active. Tiafimo ain't fought since he fought Steve Claggett in the summer last year, so he was a little bit coming in just several months of not fighting into this fight. But Tiafimo looked sharp. He looked sharp, and Honor Barbosa he didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like Honor Barbosa just he didn't fight cause he tried to win. He just didn't have the athletic ability, the talent to beat Teofimo Lopez. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this fight honestly was tailor made for Teofimo to win. And I mentioned that, leading up to this fight, like I felt like Honor Barbosa would make it competitive though going in this fight. But I felt like if Teofimo uses all his athletic ability and use the talent that I believe Teofimo has, was I feel Teofimo is very talented. I think Teofimo will win this fight versus Arnold Barboza easily, and he did. He did. Yeah, he got a little lumped up, but it happens, man. Like I see people was like, "Oh, Teofimo got lumped up a little bit." I'm like, I mean, it happens. It's boxing, bro. Like you're going to get hit in boxing, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? It ain't just impossible for just nobody just not getting hit at all. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just shying away from the fight and not trying to fight at all. You know what I mean? So I mean, me personally, man, I feel like Teofimo fought a great fight last night. Um, Definitely put on a great performance. And what's next for Teofimo Lopez now? Like, what's next for Teofimo Lopez? Um, of course, he retained his 140-pound WBO title last night. So I'm interested to see what's next for Teofimo. Like, is he going to move up to 147? I mean, if he moves up to 147, he can easily challenge for that WBO title up there, fighting Brian Norman. Um, but we know Brian Norman, he's about to fight Jin Sasaki in Japan June 19th. And one thing that kind of caught my eye about Teofimo too, because I watched this press conference after the fight last night. Um, he mentioned that he shouted out Bob Arum, and he thanked Bob Arum for everything and everything, saluted him, and then he dissed Todd DeBuff, top one of top ranks, top ranks top guy. You know what I'm saying? That runs top rank along with Bob Arum, Todd DeBuff. And like throwing that shot at Todd DeBuff was like I was like, why would he throw a shot at why would Teofimo Lopez throw a shot at Todd DeBuff, man? Like I'm just trying to understand that. Like that was crazy. I'm like, bro, like this you still working with them guys over there. You still under contract over there with Top Rank, bro. Like why are you dissing Top Rank? Like that's your you know what I mean? That's your company that you work with, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's you're still under contract. So I mean Tiafimo needs to be careful watching his words, you know what I'm saying, speaking about Top Rank and Todd DeBuff in particular, you know what I mean? Because I'm saying you're still working with those guys, still got a relationship with those guys, and um you don't want to no have a bad rapport with those guys. Like Top Rank and Tiafimo, they've been having a lot of shaky business amongst each other the past, couple of years. And Tiafimo, um, I bro, you just be cautious of what you saying out there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, bro. Like, don't like you ain't in the greatest graces with a lot of these promoters and stuff, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Todd the Buck, I mean, Top Rank, they was cool with you fighting on this card because they like shit. We get to take money off the top from him. We ain't gotta promote the card and shit like that. Like we ain't gotta invest in Tiafimo on this particular fight. Like we just get to make money off of him and we good. And like you know what I'm saying? That's how top rank looked at this situation for real necessarily, man. So yeah, like I said, back to what's next for Tiafimo Lopez. Stay if no, like I said, no, move up to 147. Um, maybe try to challenge up there with Brian Norman after he fights Jen Sasaki. Um, 140. You got right now the landscape Richardson Hitchens. He's about to fight George Kambosos Jr. June 14th. And then you got Alberto Puello. He's about to fight Sabril Matias July 12th. And then who's the other champion? The other champion is Gary Anton Russell, where he's about to fight this guy Andy Hiroko, possibly on the Tank Davis and Lamont Roach rematch card. So Tiafimo possibly won't have the chance to unify with the other champions, possibly because all of the other champions look like they got situations going on, obviously. So Tiafimo kind of just got to wait and play out and see how some of these upcoming fights play out, and then try to see if he can make a unification. Me personally, I would love to see Tiafimo unify up with Richardson Hitchens after the Cambosos fight. You know what I'm saying? If if Africa can get past Cambosos, um, I would love to see him fight the winner of Puello versus Matias. That'd be a good ass fight too. If he fought either one of those guys, I'd love to see that. Um, Gary Anton Russell, I would love to see that fight too as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see a female try to explore fighting the other 140-pound champions after his performance last night, unless he decides to move up to 147. Now I know everybody got the whole little conversation of Tiafimo versus Boots Ennis was kind of rolling around. Tiafimo, he went around and he kind of dissed Bud Crawford last night, and he did Shakur Stevenson last night. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Boots and his Tiafimo, I would love to see that fight. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see that fight. I mean, out of all the fighters on the card last night, I felt like the only person that would be able to compete and probably look good against Tiafimo. I mean, against Boots Ennis would probably be Tiafimo and Rolly. One of them two guys. And we're gonna get to talking about Ryan and Rolly. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get to talking about it. But those the only Tiafimo looked like he looked sharp last night to where like I would like to see him fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? If he did move up to 147. You know what I mean, but we're gonna get into talking about the Boots situation shortly though, with everything amongst all of this from last night. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Teofimo Lopez, man. He put on a solid performance last night, man. Definitely, definitely was impressed last night, man. He did what I expected of him to do. Like he did what I wanted him to do. I wanted Teofimo to look sharp and dominate, and he did what he did his thing. He did his number last night. He did his big one, man. So this takes me on to the next fight that we're gonna recap, man. And of course, of course, Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, man. Haney fans, let me tell you right now. I know a lot of y'all out there like, oh, Devin, he pitched a shutout last night. He won 11-1 last night. Y'all shouldn't be celebrating anything right now. Because after that performance last night, I would be even more worried about Devin Haney, honestly, if I'm a Devin Haney fan. That's just me. Because looking at the fight, it looked like Devin still got PTSD from the Ryan fight from last night. Got to be real with y'all. Looks like Devin's still a little bit mentally damaged from that fight a little bit, to me, in my opinion. Just looking on how he fought last night. Yeah, in my predictions, I said Devin Haney should fight his fight. And I said, don't engage and try to fight on the inside much. Fight on the outside and win the fight. Just win the fight. Just win. And he did exactly that. Got to be real. He did exactly that. He did exactly what I expected. But I didn't expect it to be like that, though. I didn't expect Devin Haney to come in there and not want to let his fucking hands go. A lot of people last night was saying Devin Haney looked like Adrian Broner last night, bro. After Adrian Broner got beat up by Madonna last night, bro. Real shit. Real shit. A lot of people were saying that about Devin Haney last night, man. And like I said, I ain't too sure about Devin Haney, man. There's still a lot of questions out on him. Because looking at this performance, bro, last night, it was shitty. It was an ass performance. He won. He did what he's supposed to do. He got the win. He got the job done. And that's all we wanted as fans. We wanted to see Devin Haney just get the win, bro. Get the win so we can get to this rematch with you and Ryan Garcia. And you did what you did last night. Okay. But the Haney fans don't want to talk about the performance in that, though. Like, that performance last night was just as worse as Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos last night, honestly. It was just as worse. Real shit. And like, I mean, I'm gonna just read out some of these punch stats, bro. Let's read the punch stats off. All right, so Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. Devin Haney landed 70 punches out of 224 punches. Jose Ramirez landed 40 punches out of 279 punches. Devin Haney had a 31.3% on total punches to Jose Ramirez 14.3% total punches landed. Total jabs. Devin Haney landed 25 jabs out of 132. He was 18.9% to Jose Ramirez, 23 jabs landed out of 149. 15.4% jabs landed for Jose Ramirez in the fight. Devin Haney won in that department as well. Power punches. Uh, all things was good. Salute, salute. Jab Queen Boxing. Everybody salute to my sister, Jab Queen Boxing, man. For real. Show her love. She working. She putting out content all throughout the day. She cooking up over there. I love sis, man, for sure. So support the sis for sure. But back to what I was saying. Devin Haney won in the total punches department and the jab department. Now the power punches. Devin Haney landed 45 power punches out of 92. He was 48.9% in that department. To Jose Ramirez, 17 power punches out of 130, and he was Jose Ramirez was 13.1%. I mean, so I mean, Devin Haney, you look at the rounds like far as just total punches landed, like Devin Haney, like first round only landed two punches. Second round, three punches. Like the only round he threw his hands in was the eighth round where he threw nine punches out of 26. You know what I mean? Jose Ramirez, you just looking at him, Jose Ramirez didn't have the athletic ability to stand there and fight with Devin Haney. Let's be real. And we talked about this going leading up to the fight. Like Devin Haney should beat him by just athletic ability, let alone. You know what I'm saying? And all of this talk that Devin Haney did, where he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hurt you," because he was talking like that at the weigh-ins, and I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna hurt you, and you know what I'm saying, saying that Jose Ramirez is small and shit, like what, like all of this talk that these fighters be doing, they don't back it up in the ring. Devin ain't put belt to ass like he was talking in this fight leading up. He didn't hurt Jose Ramirez not one time last night. Devin was cautious as hell the whole entire fight, fighting Jose Ramirez, running around the ring like he was Shakur Stevenson, bro. For real. I mean, ain't it kind of ironic? Devin In his fight with Ramirez last night, he throws he lands 70 total punches out of 224 in his fight with Ramirez, and then Shakur Stevenson lands 65 out of 209 in his fight with Edwin De Los Santos. Two of the worst fights in the last 2 years from Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney in boxing history from both of them guys. That's nasty work. That's real nasty work for real. In reality, to think about it, and the Haney fans should not be celebrating this daggone win so much. Y'all should be more concerned for real for Devin Haney of the fact that this man fought cautious last night. It's still a lot of questions about Devin Haney out there. Still, Devin Haney. If I'm a Devin Haney fan right now, I wouldn't be celebrating this shit. I'd be a little bit more worried and concerned for real. Because I'm like, damn, my guy look like he's scared as hell to fight now. He look like he don't want to fight now. If my guy Devin Haney go up and go up and, into a fight with a guy like Boots Ennis, if he fights a guy like Boots Ennis, he's going to get fucking destroyed. He's going to be scared. He's going to be running for his life, even worse than he did last night. Because Devin ran for his life last night. And Jose Ramirez didn't have shit to bring to the table for real. Because Jose Ramirez had snail feet up there. He was a shell of himself up there. This fight was tailor made for Devin Haney to win and dominate for real. And I said this in my predictions live the other day. I said this fight is tailor made for Devin Haney to win, and he should win this fight. And he did. But we wanted to see domination from Devin Haney. We wanted to see Devin Haney back in his bag, how he was when he fought Reese's Prograde. We wanted to see that type of Devin Haney. But we didn't see that Devin Haney last night. We seen a different fighter in there last night from Devin Haney. He fought scared. His punch resistance didn't look good last night. They won off of their game plan. It was stay the fuck away from Jose Ramirez and throw a punch here or there every now and then. That was the game plan. Shakur Stevenson, right down the line. Stay the fuck away. Run around the ropes because Devin Haney spent his time around the ropes, running around the whole ring throughout the whole entire fight last night. And Devin Haney fans is out here celebrating this shit. Y'all celebrating this shit. Y'all shouldn't be celebrating this shit at all. Y'all should be a little bit more concerned for real off the fact that y'all got a scared fighter in there that is torn from the fight that he had with Ryan Garcia last year. And Bill Haney and the Haneys over and Haney and Bill Haney and Devin, they sitting there last night watching Ryan fight, trying to laugh this shit off. Not really. They should really be like, hey, Ryan lost, but shit, we ain't look good either. Ryan and Devin was both ass last night. It either furthers the more that where I want to see the rematch even more because both of these guys got questions about themselves even more now after last night. And we're gonna get to Ryan, but I'm just saying in general, the Devin Haney fans, y'all can't be celebrating Ryan losing or celebrating Devin's performance last night. That was horrible. The real boxing fans, you see Twitter, a lot of people was cooking Devin last night while the fight was going on. All over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the socials. He was getting cooked. And the 150 Devin Haney fans that's out there, they sitting here, celebrating this shit and talking about Ryan losing and everything, talking about that. It was the Austrian for sure, because of Ryan lost the Rolly and shit, trying to have that dumbass, corny ass talking point. That shit not gonna work. Y'all shouldn't be talking or ranting and raving and celebrating shit. Because y'all got a fighter right now that looks like he's scared to fight now. For real. 150 knockout. He said 152 high facts, bro. Salute to my brother, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. That's my dog, man. For real. Make sure y'all subscribe to him, man. He lit. That's my brother. Be cooking up for sure. 150 might be too high for sure. But Devin Haney fans should be celebrating this, man, for real. Like this is real nasty work right now. Like Devin Haney looked scared in there last night. He won the fight. He did what we expected him to do. He should have beat Jose Ramirez. But we wanted to see him fight the fight, like I said, like the Regis Prograis fight. We wanted to see him, fight with some confidence. And Devin looked, he didn't look confident at all fighting last night. And if I was a Haney fan, I would be concerned. I would be like, shit, my man's didn't look confident fighting last night. He looked scared last night. And that's what it's looking like. Y'all Haney fans over there celebrating this shit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That man, Devin Haney at 147 is fooled. He is fooled. He is fooled for a lot of guys at 147. We know he fooled for Boots. We know that for sure. Like, what's next for Devin Haney? Bro, is honestly, bro, that rematch has to happen even more now after what I seen from last night from both guys. From both guys. Devin Haney's, yeah, we got Mario Barrios about to fight Manny Pacquiao in July, so you're not about to fight for a title right there. You're not about to fight there. You got um what Brian Norman Jr. like he's about to say he's about to fight Jen Sasaki June 19th. It's just you're the only fight like that he has for him is Ryan Garcia. He don't have no other options. What, you gonna fight Conor Ben? No, they're not. Conor, that's not about to happen. We know Eddie ain't about to make that fight happen unless Eddie think Devin is food and he want to put Ben against Devin. You know what I mean? BVO, salute my boy. Everybody's subscribe to my brother BVO Boxing, man, over there, man. BVO Sports TV. My bad, man. My bad. But salute to my brother though. But yeah, man. Like Devin is food at 147. Cash Crypto, my boy. Devin is food at 147, man. And like that scary ass fighting that he fought last night ain't gonna work in the higher weight class. There's a reason why he fought at 144. Y'all better fucking read the room in this shit, man. Like if his punch resistance is like that at 144, just imagine how it's gonna be at 147. BVO, you saying Boost gets beat by Devin is one of the dumbest takes you got right now, bro. Boots will murder Devin Haney, bro. He would murder Devin Haney. Devin Haney, Devin Haney would be running around that room even worse than he did last night with Boots. Even worse. I got you. Hold on. Let me get through my shit, because I gotta get my thoughts off on this recap real quick on everything. I got you though. I'm gonna send you the link though for sure, BBO. Hold on. So, like I said, bro, Devin Haney fooled at 147, and they better get this shit together, man. I don't know what can Bill Haney and they team do to get Devin Haney's confidence back up. That's a good question. What can they do to get his confidence back up? Because Devin don't have confidence fighting for real. We seen it last night on display. He don't have confidence fighting. He don't. He's fighting scared. His punch resistance is scary as fuck. He looked like Adrian Broner versus Madonna last night, bro. Real shit. He did. And that's just the fact of the matter. And the Haney fans, y'all could be saying CamJ hating and everything all y'all want, but the fact it remains that we watched a scared, cautious ass fighter that looked damaged from fighting Ryan Garcia last night. That's what we seen. No confidence. No confidence. Like he didn't have confidence to throw any punches back. Like he had his fight with Jose Ramirez was just as worse as Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos last night, bro. That's why I said if I'm a Haney fan, I would not be celebrating right now. I would not be celebrating when my guy put on a shitty performance and my guy looked like he's scoring from the fight with Ryan Garcia. Cash Crip, they said, can't nobody help Devin with that. That is his hill to climb alone, and it ain't happening. That's a fact right there, bro. That's what I said. How can Devin Haney get his confidence back? I don't know. And it looked like it's unlikely to happen. Look at AB's career. And no, I'm from Cincinnati, and Adrian Bronner, that's my dog. Like, you know what I mean? No, I know he got a fucked up situation with his career and everything. We ain't gonna get into all of that. I will talk about that another time. But I can give you a whole rundown on Adrian Bronner in depth on a lot of shit. But I'm just saying in general, Adrian Bronner, after he fought Madonna, he was gun shy the rest of his career after that. The rest of his career. Only fight he really styled in for real after that was probably that Ashley Theophane fight that he had in the DMV area. You know what I mean? But after that, AB, when he fought Mikey Garcia, when he fought Manny Pacquiao, when he fought Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? He was gun shy after all of those fights. All of those three fights right there, I just named from Adrian Bronner right there. Though I felt like if he would have let his hands go, he would have been more competitive where he would have made those fights closer. But AB wasn't like that. AB was gun shy after that Madonna fight. It showed. Even if you seen him fight with with Blair Cobbs last year, you see that fight. AB was cautious in that fight, especially after Blair Cobbs knocked him down. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, just a prime example. Adrian Broner's a prime example of what I'm seeing possibly for Devin Haney. Like he's pure gunshot after the Ryan Garcia fight. This was the question that we had leading up to this fight. How was Devin Haney's confidence in his punch resistance going to look leading up into this fight? And we seen it last night on display. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't. Sorry, but not sorry, man. But Devin Haney is a scared fighter out there. He's another version of fucking Adrian Bronner looking like, bro. And I hate having that. I hate having that example for real because of the fact that you know what I mean. No, Adrian Bronner, that's my guy. But what I seen from AB last night, I mean from Devin last night, look like he's on the same path to AB possibly, bro. A shot of sports podcast. It takes time to build confidence back. Yeah, but the thing is, you may not have that time though, my brother. You may not have that time. That's the thing. You may not have that time. Fighting Devin, fight if Devin fights the rematch versus Ryan, he's not gonna have that time to get that confidence, like to have three, four fights to build confidence back up. You know what I mean? Is that the plan that the Haney's is gonna do? Like, are they gonna be on some I'm gonna fight try to fight some other fights before they fight this rematch with Ryan? Like, is they going to fight more fights before they had a rematch with Ryan now? Is the Haney fans going to have this talking point? Because I seen that the Haney fans is doing this too. I seen some of them saying, "Oh, Ryan looked shitty last night. They shouldn't even had a rematch." Uh-uh. No, 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 no. Both of y'all was shitty last night. Ryan was shitty last night. Devin was shitty last night. That rematch looks even more evident that it needs to happen after what I seen last night from both guys, because both guys still got questions on both of each other. For sure. Facts, Cash Crap, they said at least AB has some pop still. Devin is scared and gunshot and he got no power. That's a fact too. AB still threw his shots after a while. And AB still has some little pop. You see him in the fight that he had with Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He was gunshot throughout the whole fight, but then he was still throwing. He started like he noticed that the fight was getting out of his hands, so he tried to stop Sean Porter towards the end of the fight, and then he ended up knocking him down in the 11th or 12th round. You know what I mean? But Sean Porter won by decision. You know what I mean? But that exactly, Cash Crypto, you exactly right, bro. But I'm just saying, like the Haney fans can't sit there and be like, oh man, uh, after Ryan fought, he lost to Rolly. Devin shouldn't fight Ryan now in a rematch. No, no, no. Y'all both was ass last night. Both of y'all need to run that rematch back even more now after what I seen. Because there's still questions on both of you guys after last night. That's just the fact of the matter. Y'all not about to sit there and try to run away with this shit and be like, oh, we running away with the rematch because of motherfucking Ryan lost to Rolly last night. No, we're not doing that. No, this rematch got to happen even more now. Got to happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if Devin dominated, motherfucking Jose Ramirez, like if he just dominate him, beat his ass, like put real belt to ass, like I still would have been saying the rematch need to happen still, even with Ryan losing for real, because of the fact that Rolly was the one that beat Ryan. Devin didn't beat Ryan. Style makes fights, y'all. Style makes fights. Difference with Ryan and Rolly, which is we can go ahead and segue and talk about Ryan and Rolly. One the big difference was Rolly has power. Rolly has some good ass power. Tank Davis was the one telling y'all that Rolly was the hardest puncher that he's fought. And he said he had Rolly winning this fight. He had Rolly winning this fight. And Tank was right. Tank was right. Like, and me personally, I predicted Ryan to win. I thought Ryan was going to win. I thought Ryan probably would have stopped Rolly between 6 and 12 because I think Rolly defense be suspect in certain moments. And we just seen Rolly get caught with that left hook from Tank and Pitbull and got stopped, by both guys. You know what I mean? And along with Ryan, Ryan got hit. He got no, he got hit with the left hook and got knocked down by motherfucking Luke Campbell and motherfucking Tank Davis. You know what I mean? So I mean, this fight was a fight where like a lot of people was just banking this off of Rolly just winning out the gate for real. I mean, on Ryan winning out the gate, which is a lot of people lost a lot of fucking money last night on betting on Ryan. You know what I'm saying? The people that betted on Rolly, salute to y'all guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made a lot of fucking money last night. You know what I mean? Rolly, he fought a good ass fucking fight, and Rolly. One thing I'm gonna say, Rolly looked big as hell at 147. He looked strong. He looked bigger than Ryan in the fight. I will say that. I mean, he looked bigger than Ryan. Ryan looked like he rehydrated pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Both guys was in great shape. You know what I'm saying? This one thing I will say out of this whole card, everybody looked like they was in great shape in this card. You know what I mean? I will say that out of all six guys that fought, everybody looked like they was in great shape. So I will say that. Commend all the guys on the card for being in great shape for this fight. But back to Ryan versus Rolly. Rolly looked big as hell out there, bro. He looked strong at 147. He was solid at 147. Like that looked like the real natural weight for Rolly Romero right there fighting at, what I'm saying, 147. You feel me? But I'm gonna read out some of these punch stats real quick because shit was kind of interesting with these punch stats. So let me read my boy Cashfield. Rolly took Ryan's jab and hook away, something Devin couldn't do. Exactly. And the Haney fans don't want to talk about that. This is what I exactly said to several people on Facebook and motherfucking Twitter and even my chat and everything that I got. I'm like, bro, the difference is Devin Haney couldn't block the left hook, couldn't block the jab. Rolly did. Rolly blocked the left hook and the jab last night. He he had Rolly's defense was sharp last night. He was on point, and once he knocked Ryan Garcia down in that second round, that changed the whole demeanor of the whole fight. After that, it made Ryan Garcia be gunshot because Ryan Garcia got hit with a crazy ass two left hooks from Rolly. Ryan Garcia doing this little push off shit. That shit, if you watch him in a lot of fights that he had with, the fight with Tank and Luke Campbell, and he does this push off shit, it leaves that opening for that left hook always. And Devin couldn't duplicate no punches on Ryan, even when Ryan was doing this shit when he fought Devin last year. But Rolly did. Rolly had a simple game plan from Rolly. Right jab, jab to the body, left hook. Simple game plan. Simple game plan last night from Rolly. And just talk about the punch stats, man. Ryan Garcia last night landed 66 total punches out of 210. He had a 31.4% in total punches landed. Rolly Romero, 57 punches landed out of 280, 20.4% on total punches for Rolly. So As far as the percentage, no, Ryan beat him in the total punches with 31.4% to Rolly Romero's 20.4%. But the thing was, they're looking at the output more so from Rolly, more so than Ryan, for real. Total jabs, 48 jabs landed by Ryan Garcia at 162, 29.6% for Ryan Garcia in total jabs. Rolly Romero, 39 jabs landed at a 215, 18.1%. So Ryan won in that department for us, the jab department. Then the power punches. Ryan landed a hunt and landed 18 out of 48 power punches, 37.5% to Rolly Romero's 18 power punches landed out of 65, and Rolly Romero had a 27.7 percentage. So you look at this punch stats, like it looked like Ryan was winning the fight by the stats. But like I say, sometime in fights, stats don't detail how the fight goes in certain fights, and this was that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ryan was cautious. I mean, you can look at the punch stats as far as the round by round. Like this motherfucker Ryan, the most punches Ryan threw in this fight was 9 punches, and that was in the seventh round. Like the 11th round, Ryan only threw 2 punches in the 11th round out of 13. He only landed 2 punches out of motherfucking 13 punches in the 11th round. Like only threw 9 punches in the 12th round. Like Ryan did not even care to let his hands go in the 12th round. Like like Ryan was like, fuck it, I lost. I don't even give a fuck. It's over with. I get my bag, I get home, fuck it. Turkey and them still gonna fuck around and make this motherfucking rematch happen. You know what I mean? Like that's how Ryan fought last night. Ryan, it was like Ryan. I seen him after the his press conference. He was like, he felt like he wasn't there. He felt like the setting of Times Square was like a fucking sparring match. Like he said, he was hearing like hearing Shakur and Keyshawn talking to the crowd and hearing Carl Anthony Towns talking to the crowd. Like he said that it was a weird vibe for us to fight, and he said something felt off. I ain't making no excuses for him. That's Ryan's whole situation. But Ryan, no, don't fucking matter. You got to get the job done. This car was built off of you. This is built off of you, bruh. You the fucking star of the car. They've been promoting you as that fucking main guy. They promote you like you the fucking cash cow coming up in boxing. And you come up here last night and you didn't even want to throw your fucking hands after you fucking got knocked down. Where was the fight at? When Devin Haney hit you with a good shot in the second, third round in y'all fight, shit, you punched your gloves together and you got back busy and got back to get to business. You ain't do none of that shit last night. You fought scary as hell after that fight, after the second round knockdown from Rolly. And Rolly got some power for sure. And I told people, I said, Rolly got power, bro. He got power. And he hit Ryan with some shots. Motherfucking Ryan, shit may be a different story for this fight for Ryan. And that was the case. That was the case. I predicted Ryan to win this fight. Like even yesterday, I was even thinking like, man, this may be a little bit more tactical fight where I see Ryan may get the decision for real. He may not even stop Rolly. He may get the decision probably. But then looking at how they fought, they definitely fought tactical in those early rounds. They fought very tactical. But Ryan fought scared as fuck after that knockdown from Rolly. And the difference is with Devin and Rolly, Devin don't have no power for Ryan to respect. Ryan respected Rolly's power last night. And that's why Ryan fought the way he fought. Devin don't have no power for Ryan to respect. So that's why Ryan was running through Devin's punches and all of that shit in they fight last year. Devin Haney fans don't want to talk about that shit though. They don't want to talk about this shit. And that's the real facts of the fucking matter. Like Ryan fought horrible last night. Horrible. A horrible ass fight. But we got to give credit where it's due to Rolly Romero for fighting the fight that he fought. Everybody expected Rolly to lose, including myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. See, that's the problem with some of y'all motherfuckers. Everybody want to be right all the fucking time. Me, I don't mind being wrong on a fight prediction. I don't mind. I watch boxing week by week, so I'm predicting fights every fucking week. So majority of the fights that I predict, I may get one wrong here or there, but majority of the fights that I'm predicting, I'm getting right. You know what I mean? I don't mind not being wrong on a fucking, being wrong. I don't mind being wrong on a fucking fight that I predicted. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind being wrong on this fight that I predicted last night. I wasn't mad when I predicted Devin Haney to beat Ryan Garcia last year. Then Ryan Garcia ended up beating Devin Haney ass. I wasn't mad at that prediction. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general. Like you're going to get predictions wrong. Everybody's going to get predictions wrong. You're not going to get every fight prediction right. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a hardcore boxing fan and you're predicting fights on a week to week basis. You're going to get a fight here or there wrong. It just happens. It's a part of the fucking game. You know what I mean? Cash Crypto, we didn't see the Tijuana taco roll because Rolly would have fucked around and hit Ryan with a crazy body shot. Facts. Hey, those body shots that Rolly was delivering last night was crucial too. Ryan felt those body shots too. Even more reason why Ryan was fighting cautious as fuck too. Rolly was going to that body, and you heard the impact of those punches from Rolly to the body to Ryan for sure. Like you heard them bitches. They was like, pop. Yeah. Jag Queen boxing. Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. Mike Tyson. Fact says definitely a fact. Like for real. Like that shit got real for Ryan. Ryan got knocked out in the second round and he was feeling them body shots and shit and feeling that power from Rolly and he tucked his tail. Motherfucker was doing the soldier boy and shit and then tucked his tail. Tucked his tail right after. Like it's real fucking nasty word. For real. Like man, and even more after last night, like I said, after Devin performance last night and after Ryan performing last night, the rematch gotta happen. Turkey. I'm looking at you right now, and I hope you see this in some type of capacity. And I might have to clip this up and tag your name. But Turkey Alashi, after last night performances from Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, y'all have to make the rematch happen in October still. Because both of them put on horrible performances. We we as boxing fans, we have questions on both of these guys. The Ryan fans, they gotta stand in the rain of this shit. You know what I'm saying? For us this shit, and pretty much we need to see Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney still happen because Devin has to prove that he's better than Ryan Garcia and prove that the Austrian wasn't the reason of why Ryan beat Devin Haney, not Rolly, Devin Haney. And we need to see if Ryan Garcia can beat Devin Haney and show that the Austrian wasn't the issue in beating Devin Haney last year. We still need to see that. Still need to see that. So Turkey Al-Sheikh, put this rematch together in October. Put it in the US, by the way, too. Just for just a little side note. Make this fight in the US. Don't have these motherfuckers fight in Saudi Arabia. Have them fight in the US and get it cracking. You're gonna make some decent money off of that fight if you put that fight in an arena somewhere in the US, specifically in Vegas. Take the fight to Vegas, Turkey, in a rematch with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, and you'll be able to make you some motherfucking money for the first time in a US event. Because last night, we already know you flopped last night. Let's talk about the overall night in hand. Last night, the overall night was trash. Lackluster ass night last night, bro. Lackluster. Was not feeling the card overall. Like, this was not the most iconic night in boxing last night. All of that little hoopla, all of these, old media boxing guys is out there trying to push and promote. No, last night was lackluster as fuck. Didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy it. Like didn't enjoy it for real. Like it. If and then I'm seeing Turkey and them talking about, oh well, they had 400,000 people in Times Square around the fight. Nobody don't give a fuck. Niggas in Times Square every day. It's thousands of people in Times Square every day. And you look at the little crowd of people that was outside or surrounded around the shit. It was like people that was like they was just there. Like it looked like tours. They didn't. It looked like these people didn't even know that fucking fights was on. Like, bro, it was crazy, bro. but I ain't want to shit on it too much. I'm just saying the joke. Bro, it was cool. It was cool for the little fights. You know what I'm saying, to be in Times Square. It was cool. Don't do that shit again, though. Shit was worthless. The matchups was not worth it to have in Times Square. Y'all promoted these fights like all of these fights was main event fights, and they were not main event. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez could not be main event by themselves in an arena. Are you shitting me? Tiafimo versus Arnold Barbosa couldn't sell out an arena if they was main event by themselves. Are you shitting me? Ryan and Rowley, it was that was the best fight on the card, so it was the most reasonable fight for that fight to be main event. And Devin Haney fans still don't want to talk about why this nigga still fought on the undercard, but that's a whole nother story. I'm just saying in general, like this fight card was not it. This was not it, Turkey. It's not it, man. Like it's just not it, bro. Like, don't do that shit again, bro. Oh, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. Rob, my boy, was good, brother. Man, like, like last night was a lackluster night, man. And like that, it just makes up to where I'm like, how much money they lost last night? We know it's already over 10 million. For real, it probably fuck around and end up being 20, 30, maybe 40 at the last night. Cause I know that pay-per-view probably ain't do good. And we know Ring Magazine watch. They gonna come out with a number for the pay-per-view for this card like in a few days, and they gonna say it's some big ass number, and it's gonna show even more reason why I don't believe in Ring Magazine when they report pay-per-view numbers. Now I'm breaking shit down on a deeper perspective now. Like, cause I thought that whole 620K pay-per-view buy shit with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. was cat. Because I'm like, how they come up with these numbers like a few days later after they just fought? Like, ain't the most pay per view numbers? It takes a couple of weeks to come out. How Ring Magazine to come out with the numbers like 4 or 5 days later after Eubank Jr. and Ben fought? So that's why I'm expecting them niggas to go ahead and gas like the pay per view buys for this Fatal Free and Times Square event where they gonna come out with the numbers 4 or 5 days from now, like they did Eubank Jr. and Ben, and had this crazy ass, dumb ass number and be capping about it, bro. Like for real. Like this shit nasty work for real, bro. Like, and y'all be letting these people cap, y'all be letting these people lie to y'all. Y'all better stop letting these people lie to y'all. For real. Dead ass. 'Cause that's all bruh be doing. That's all motherfucking Turkey and Ring Magazine be doing is lying to y'all. Just lying. Just lying. You know what I mean? And the winners of the night. Let's talk about the winners of the night. The winners of the night last night, to me, in my opinion, was Teofimo Lopez and Rolly Romero last night. They was the winners of the night. Teofimo Lopez, he put on a solid performance last night. He got the job done. He dominated. He did what he was supposed to do. And salute to Rolly Romero for getting the upset last night over Ryan Garcia, man. I got to give Rolly Romero his credit. Give him his credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? Rolly came in there with a good game plan. You know what I'm saying? He made Ryan Garcia fear him throughout the whole fight after he knocked him down in the second round. And you got to give Rolly Ramirez credit for being, the WBA 147-pound interim champion. Now, let's talk about a little bit what's up with Rolly. Now this talks about with Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis, like I mentioned a few days ago, Boots Ennis, the WBA, they mandated Shakram Giasov to fight Boots Ennis. And y'all remember how Turkey Al Sheikh had this whole plan of if Boots beats this guy, then and Ryan beats Rolly, we're gonna have them match up. No, because he basically ordered that. They Boots Ennis is the super WBA 147-pound champion. So basically, WBA they mandated Shakwan Gibbsov to fight Boots Ennis, and then they said the winner of the Ryan and Rolly fight will fight the winner of Boots Ennis versus Gibbsov. Now Rolly was the guy that won last night. Now, looking at the 147-pound champion landscape, you got Brian Norman Jr. fighting Jen Sasaki in June 19th in Japan, which I already mentioned. You got Mario Barrios fighting Manny Pacquiao in July, which is a fight that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's happening. So you got the other two champions in the 147-pound division. They're occupied. They're busy. So Boots won't have a chance to unify possibly the rest of this year, unless one of those guys want to fight on the back half, like on in the fourth quarter. But you got both of the 147-pound champions, both of them busy currently. Now Boots going to have to probably end up fighting this mandatory with Giasov, which is fucked up this again because no Boots has to fight one of his mandatories, which is fucked up. But no, that's looking like most likely the plan that's going to have to happen unless they pay Giasov some step aside money to make the fight happen with Boots and Rolly. Because Boots, with Rolly winning last night, he's the interim WBA champion now. Because that fight with Ryan and Rolly was for the WBA interim championship. And the shot to fight the winner of Boots and get Giasov in that mandatory fight. So it's interesting to see what they do for what next for as far as Rolly. Um, Me personally, do I want to see Boots versus Giasov? No, I don't want to see that fight. I know Boots is going. He would destroy Giasov. I mean, and I don't really want to see Boots in those type of fights like that for real. Honestly, for real, with guys that we just don't want to see him fight. We want to see him fight the names, man. And I would like to see Boots fight Rolly. I love to see that fight. I think that's a good fight. Both got some good power. You know what I mean? Boots very fucking talented. I feel like Boots is an elite fighter in my opinion. And Rolly showed up and showed out last night, man. Fought a good fight, and I feel like he deserves a shot at fighting Boots for the actual title. You know what I'm saying? At 147 for us the WBA. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He won last night, so he worked himself in that position to be in position. Shit, Jorge Perez, he just beat Charles Conwell a couple weeks ago, and what he do? He put himself in position to fight for that WBO 154 title, in which Fundora, he just vacated that title, and they just had a purse bid yesterday for um Xander Zayas and Jorge Perez. Same shit. I mean, Jorge Perez, he worked his way up to get a shot at that 154 WBO title. So he's in position to fight Xander Zayas for that title now, for that vacant title. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Rolly, he did his big one last night. He should get the opportunity to fight for that actual title for the WBA. I mean, I would rather see Boots Ennis versus Rolly than see motherfucking Boots Ennis versus Shakram Giasov. Like I seen Giasov. Giasov just fought on the Boots Ennis standing on his card. Like he fought first on that card, and he fought a dude that he went in the middle of rounds with that he had no business with. Giasov should have stopped doing and got him out of there earlier than that. But it is what it is. I just don't. I would rather see Boots Ennis fight Rolly Romero than fight Shakram Giasov. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Um, um, what's next? Ryan Garcia, like I said, Ryan Garcia, Devin. I don't want to see nothing else but the rematch. The rematch. Both of them guys was shitty last night. They put on horrible performances. Yes, Devin won his fight, but he won a fight that was tailor made for him to win. The whole Devin Haney plan, you fight a guy that's 30 and up, out of his prime, got slow footwork, you know what I'm saying? Power not much, no significant as it used to be. That ain't they did they big one. They do what they usually do. They fight. They went back to fighting the guys that they used to beat. You know what I'm saying? We see what Devin Haney can do in that rematch with Ryan Garcia because I feel like even more after what I seen last night, that rematch got to happen. It got to happen even more now. And the Devin Haney fans, y'all should be y'all should be pushing for the rematch even more now. Y'all should be pushing even more because if y'all think Ryan's shitty, then y'all should be pushing for the rematch so Devin can show him that Ryan is shitty and that he better than him. That's what y'all should be doing. I should not be hearing no Devin Haney fans out there saying, "Oh, Ryan lost to Rolly. Devin to beat him in the rematch. Devin don't gotta fight him in the rematch now." If I hear that shit, I'm gonna be cooking all of y'all for the longest. I'm telling you, I'm on y'all ass. I'm not playing. Like for real. I don't want to hear that out of y'all saying, "Oh, since Rolly beat Ryan, Devin don't need to rematch Ryan and shit, and Ryan shitty." I don't need to hear that. No, that rematch need to happen because y'all fighter look like he don't have no confidence. That his confidence is shot right now. He look like a scared ass fighter right there. Last night against Jose Ramirez, bro. Like, come on. Like, be real. Like, y'all Devin Haney fans, y'all be out of pocket. Like y'all sitting up here trying to run around celebrating this shit, bro. No, Devin Haney was horrible last night. He looks even worse than he did before. Y'all should be very fucking concerned right now. For real. Like y'all should be up here popping bottles and celebrating right now over this shit. Y'all boy looked shitty last night. He looked scared. I'd be scared as fuck if Devin Haney was to fight Bruce Ennis. I'd be real lot scared for him. I think Bruce Ennis will put Devin Haney in a coma probably, bro. He will probably put him in a coma, bro. Like do him super greasy. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that, man. I don't even want to see that, dog. No cat, man. But yeah, so what we got today? Canelo versus William Skull today, man. What time these fights start? They starting at 5:45. I'm seeing. So we got these fights today. Canelo versus Skull, man. Canelo, I've said the other day, I got Canelo beating William Skull. Um, Canelo hasn't been stopping guys. He hasn't been stopping guys, man, in recent timing. You know what I mean? Last knockout that Canelo had was against Caleb Plant in 2021. So it's been a few years since Canelo has stopped somebody, man. And this guy, William Skull, he's taller than Canelo. He's about he's 5'10" and a half. He weighed in at 166.1 yesterday. Canelo weighed in at 167.1. So William Skull a little lighter than Canelo in the fight. Going into the fight, we'll see how they hydrate up a little bit. I can see William Skull probably hydrating on some big shit, especially with him being a taller guy too. So um this fight is tailor made for Canelo to win, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. The interesting fight on this Canelo Williams Skull card that I'm more interested in is I'd say two of them. I am interested to see what Jaime Magia does in that Bruno Shiraz fight. I am interested to see what he do in that fight. But I am interested to see what Martin Bakole versus F.A. Ajagba. I'm very interested in that fight right there, man, because I want to see what Martin Bakole do after him losing to Joseph Parker in that fight, man. Because I felt like if Martin Bakole had a full camp, it probably wouldn't have went different in that fight with Parker. I mean, and Bacole's able to have a full camp going into this fight with a Jigba and it kind of fucked up because it's not a title eliminator, man. Because he fought Parker and he fucked up his title eliminator status with that loss. So I am interested to see what Martin Bacoli does in this fight with Fa Jigba for sure, man. Jagba. Um, Badu Jack fight. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Badu Jack ain't fought in a couple years, man. So we'll see what happens with Badu Jack, man. I hope I'm rooting for him to win, but I don't really have no pick in that fight because he's fighting a younger guy and Bottle Jack. Both of the guys are kind of inactive, to be honest. So that's kind of like a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Martin McCauley versus F.A. Jagba is a 50-50 fight, in my opinion, right now, too. You know what I mean? And for real. It's a 50-50 fight. So I'm really expecting unexpected out of both of those guys. So I really don't have no big winner. I would probably edge Bacoli maybe. Bacoli came in at 299 yesterday, dog. Effie Jegba was 240. Damn, I was like, damn, he 299 on the dot. Interesting, man. Um, Hami McGee versus Bruno Suarez. He loses this fight tonight, it's over for Hami. He's a bona fide gatekeeper, and I said this the other day. Like Hami McGee is in a must-win situation, a must-win situation tonight. He has to win, or his career is down the fucking drain if he loses to Suarez again. Like for real. Like Hami McGee, you better show up and show out tonight, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, but you better show up and show out tonight. It'll get ugly. It'll get ugly for real if you lose. We're going to be cooking you if you lose tonight, for sure. And Canelo, man, I want to see a stoppage from Canelo tonight. Personally, I want to see a stoppage, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop this guy. I don't think Canelo doesn't have that power to stop guys anymore. I may be tripping. I may be wrong. I mean, he may stop William Cole. I feel like he should. But I don't think Canelo has the power to stop guys 100% anymore. I mean, like he ain't stopped nobody since 2021. I mean, Devin. I mean, Canelo's not pillow fisted or nothing of that. He still got pop behind them punches and everything for sure. You know what I mean? Like you see what he did with Edgar. You know what I'm saying? Where he dropped Edgar and Edgar Berlanga, bro. Like you getting all in your feelings because this man Canelo said you survived 12 rounds. You did. You survived. You act like you was having a brawl with this nigga, bro. You survived, nigga. You been celebrating this damn surviving Canelo, nigga, this whole damn time, bro. You fighting guys that work at daggone AutoZone and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you fighting Hamza Siraj. You better be careful in that fight too, boy. Because you know Hamza Siraj, that's Turkey boy. They're trying to set you up to get you whacked, so you better read the fucking room. For real. That's a little side note right there. I like to throw a little side shit in there like that at times. But Canelo, man, versus Skull tonight, man. You better win this fight. Gotta win this fight. Gotta get the dub. Gotta get the dub for sure. For sure. Like that's a pure fucking fact. Gotta get this dub. So we can see you possibly fight Bud Crawford in September, man. Like look sharp, win this fight tonight. So we can see this fight with Bud Crawford possibly. You know what I'm saying? Unless they moving on to do something else, because that fight with Canelo versus Bud Crawford, that fight ain't locked in yet. It ain't signed, sealed, and delivered yet. Like I'm just laughing at the shit. Says like, cause I be saying some wild shit. Man, Edgar Berlanga just be wild. And like Bum Langer he be tripping, dog. He be tripping. But last night, man, overall, Turkey, Alashik, another flop incoming last night, which happened. Another flop incoming today. A third flop incoming tomorrow. Hold on, man. Hold on. I wanted to see something with this now with anyway shit, dog. Real quick. Um. So now with anyway, if y'all like I mentioned the other day, now with anyways ticket sales has been horrific in this fight that he has with this guy, Ramon Cordinas. And it like he didn't need like it's not like literally ticket sales. It's not even halfway filled. Not even halfway filled. All things you said. You hope Skull beat Canelo. Hey, hey, bro. If Skull beats Canelo, bro, the boxing world is gonna go fucking insane if he beat Canelo tonight, dog. Like I'm gonna be live immediately after the fight. If they do that, I will be going live after the fights tonight. I will. I'm gonna go live after the fights tonight. Jack Quay said, he said last opponent had a box BBL job. Hey, angry white man Pops and podcast. Salute to my brothers, man. Hey, everybody subscribe to Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, man. That's family over there, man. I love those guys over there, man. D1, my brother, man. Great work. I see D1 grinding every day, man. That's my dog. Man, for real. Yeah, so these I wanted to see how these ticket sales doing real quick. Cardenas, ticket sales. Because I was looking at the ticket sales on Ticketmaster for Naya, but anyway, I'm like, damn, it looking like they ain't gonna sell. This shit is flopping. Damn, now what anyway? This ain't good. It's so many seats available for this fucking fight, dog. And it looked like they taxing they $1,000 for floor seats and shit for now anyway. I don't even know why they didn't dump down their prices on these tickets. Like $500 tickets after the floor, like seated. Yeah, this is a big flop incoming right now, bro. Big flop. Like I don't know, if you can see all of these. Look at all of these seats that he got available for tomorrow night. All of them. Now we're anyway flopping right now in America, man. Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work, man. I was expecting now with anyway ticket sales to do a little bit better than this, but he ain't even sell out half of the arena. They should have had this man in Japan, man. Japan, bro. Should have had that man fight in Japan. I do appreciate Top Rank trying to bring him though here to fight, like in America. Try to, you know what I'm saying? Because we do want to see the man fight in America, you know what I'm saying? But interesting fight for now anyway tomorrow, man, for sure. Um, Fights tonight, man. You already know I'm gonna be back live tonight. I don't know what time. I'm gotta see how this timing of these fights be for the night, but I'm gonna be back live tonight for sure, man. We're gonna cook up. This was a great show for sure, man. So appreciate everybody that came through and supported today, man, for sure, man. Jag Queen Boxing, Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, all things BVO, a Shots Sports Podcast. Um, Cash Crypto, my dog, man, my boy Robert, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. Salute to everybody that tuned into the show today. And if y'all watch this show on the replay, like and comment on there. Give us your take, man. You know, I don't be mad if y'all say some wild shit. I just be laughing at a lot of people that be saying wild shit half of the time. You know what I mean? But like and comment on the replay for sure. And for sure, subscribe to CamJ Network on YouTube, man. We working, man. We working. We trying to stay consistent and active. Um, Little quick update. Me and the wifey show tomorrow. The Cam J and Lala show tomorrow, 8 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday night tomorrow. So me and the wife gonna be live with our show, the second episode of the Cam J and Lala show. So we'll be back live and direct tomorrow night. I will be live tonight after the fights to recap Canelo fights tonight. Unless I end up just saying fucking and wait till the morning, you know what I'm saying? So whether I'll be live whether tomorrow not tonight or in the morning recapping the Canelo event. You know what I mean? But salute to everybody, man. Love y'all, man. We out of here, man. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing Talk, CamJ Network. Y'all already know the vibes. Everybody, stay blessed. Have a blessed Saturday. Enjoy these fights tonight. Stay safe out there. And we out of here.